Not everyone does, though. Also, I started it. I do know. I like my little thing of I'm here to help you lose brain cells. It gets no interactions, but I think it's funny.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember.
Where did I put my Twitch app? Oh my gosh. Look, I'm sometimes prepared. Sometimes. I'm not the best, but it's still a thing.
I wonder if the reason why you don't give yours is because of me.
Where do you want to go
I mean,
next?
I don't get
Like,
viewers when I'm on
oh,
my own, really.
Look at this guy. It's so annoying.
I don't know. I think it's better when people have, like, one other person with them. Because then they have something to bounce content off of.
Yeah.
Especially if it's a fellow player of the same game. Because then there's more intelligent gameplay, or more intelligent commentary.
I think you either have to, like when you're smaller, it's better to have, like, someone else so you can bounce off them because you're not always going to have chat. But as you get, like, a little bit larger, you can, like, bounce off of chat more often.
You can get thick as you get thicker. That's a thick-ass boy. Okay.
You know, I'm not gonna make
yeah,
that
I don't need to have this stupid thing anymore. God, I like Genshin Impact. I love the story. However, goddamn, do I hate these world quests in here.
This game has a story?
This game has such a good story.
What?
I don't like not having my Sealy. Ever since I've gotten Sealies, I don't like not having a Sealy on.
But the bird.
No. Sealies are superior.
Nah, bird.
I have the bird, Cloud Retainers, and then I have Shiki Kosho, and I have Endora, and I have literally another Sealy. My favorite Sealy will always be Violet.
How the fuck are you not using Shiki?
Because fuck you, this event was kind of mid. I love Child, the event was very mid. Also, I hate Xinyan. You already know that. I'm a well-versed Xinyan hater.
You can't see my camera, but
No, I can't because I'm not tagged in. I assume you're throwing up a middle finger at me. Can only assume. I'll put on some seed. Seed dispenser.
Oh right, I need to get my my gamer subs ready for when I go to work.
Yeah, you do that.
I'll do that right before I leave because it only takes me like 2 minutes.
Yeah. So
I need to improve the water to ice ratio.
Do I have to? What the hell? I keep thinking that I have enough to get through to the Archon quest, and I just don't. Like, where is it? Do I have to do the Inara?
Oh god.
That Aranara?
I hope not. Probably.
If I do, I know that this is like one of the longest world quests they've ever made. And I already got a fair chunk into it last time when I was just doing it randomly.
I'm literally less than like an hour into that quest.
Okay, well, we're here. We're not in Liyue. Shut up, Shangli.
I am going to need to do...
We'll do Alhaitham story quest. If I still don't, like, I do Alhaitham story quest and it still doesn't let me, I'm gonna end. Because then I'm just gonna mash through the Honorara quest. They're so cute looking, but I just do not care. I don't know why Sumeru rubs me the wrong way with story. I was literally thinking about it the other day because I was like, oh, I loved Mondstadt because it was really self-contained. It was just about Mondstadt. I love Liyue's because it was just about all the conflicts in Liyue. I loved Inazuma's, all about the conflicts in Inazuma's. All the stuff in Sumeru has been conflicts involving Sumeru and the greater world. And that irritates me.
Mondstadt, I thought Mondstadt was cute and small.
It was.
It's the size. It's the size of the country.
It's the fact that this entire area is Sumeru, and it's split down the middle between desert I really, really don't care about, and forest I kind of care about.
Kirby, like, because Mondstadt and Inazuma are small.
Dude, yeah.
love those two.
I loved
Liyue?
all the islands of Inazuma. All of them had such good stories, such good world quests, as you could tell by me 100%ing every single island in Inazuma as they came out, by the way.
Liyue?
Liyue was fun. I love Liyue. It really is my favorite. Don't look at the chasm.
My
Don't look at the
opinions
chasm.
on Liyue are biased because of how bugged out it was.
That's just because you fucking played on PS4.
Yeah.
That's your fault.
How is that my fault?
That's just your fault.
What do you mean?
It's your fault. I was a mobile player. I was a mobile player. I was a mobile player.
Bro, I didn't want my fucking phone exploding.
I
remember the
burns.
days of you constantly. Yeah, no, I'm not doing that shit.
I had burns, and yet it was still working perfectly.
I was only bugged for like a month, so.
You two look familiar.
I never had any issues other than having to like lower the quality. But honestly, when you like up the quality for like visual effects in this game, it doesn't change that much. Like just the textures like look less pixelated. And honestly, it's amazing to me that they can keep such a style throughout all graphics types.
Even to this day, I'm pretty sure if I were to boot up Genshin on my PS4, Child would crash my game.
That name sounds familiar. Isn't he a Vahumana?
Because you were there on the few times the Child's like crashed my game.
And then you were like, damn, I gotta like clean my PlayStation and everything.
Yeah, I cleaned it, still didn't work, and I was just like, what the fuck?
But please continue, good sir. What about
God, I couldn't even play Doom on that thing.
Yeah.
I love my PS5.
He kidnapped me, tied me up, and took me to that horrible cave. Experimental equipment.
Oh god. This dude was kidnapped and tortured? Oh no. We're starting Alhaitham's quest hard.
There's no rush. Please.
What?
Take your time.
Who?
What kind of experience was he?
Anaya, what does that say? What?
What?
Anaya! What?
You can't remember?
Pop in the stream and check if the audio is good, by the way.
His Siraj walking towards me, and then my head started feeling weird.
My head started feeling weird.
Call. I just know that place is dangerous, and that they must be stopped. Oh, I heard they conduct business in the tavern. We have to hurry.
Even if what you say is... Alright. I'll have some of my colleagues look into Siraj.
Okay.
I would like to administer
I
the
need you to
Matra lie
speak
detector
more.
test.
Matra lie detector
Please
test?
don't take it the
Why
wrong
is
way.
there a Matra lie detector test? Is this
Sorry,
cops?
can you two wait out
Bad
here a little while?
boys? What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
Sound fine.
Sounds fine, nothing's too loud.
Nope, just me sounding weird.
Alhaitham! Well, that's just kind of how you sound on Discord, though.
Yeah.
Let me bring you up to speed. First things first,
I will let you know, though,
the lie
that
detector test.
you are louder in my headset. That's why I was checking, because I did put a limiter on desktop audio.
Launch an investigation based
So that
on
way, you
the
know,
evidence
because,
provided. Per protocol, this matter
to be able to
was
hear
reported
people on
acting
Discord, I have them at
against
certain
the
volumes.
After
But
hearing about
I
it,
can't
he
adjust
was
those
arrested
volumes
for
as
Hamas
nicely
and asked to join
during
the
a stream, so I put on the limiter to just kind of even everything out.
Weird for you to be
Yeah.
working with the Matra. Is there a special reason?
You're
There's no
overthinking
reason
things.
why they did Alhaitham like this. They know what they were doing. It's Ayato, but again, they knew what they were doing with Alhaitham.
Ayato, but slightly more
It's already
gay.
against protocol for
Dude,
acting grand
Ayato,
sage
but
Alhaitham
heavily more gay.
investigation.
And, like,
As for you two,
even hotter, because they gave him abs.
after all, you were the ones who
He's
brought
so-
Ilyas here.
They
Yeah.
do. They gave
I'll
him
allow you to
more
accompany us, but you
more
have to
muscle than
promise to
Ito.
keep
That is a
everything confidential.
crime.
It's so funny, though.
They're sealed.
It's not.
All right.
It is.
They did my
Anyone else
boy
we know so
Ito
far?
dirty.
We
Thus
love
claim that
Ito.
Siraj will be
And he
conducting
obviously
business
does way
with
more damage than my
Charlemagne
Alhaitham
Research
can, because my Alhaitham is not leveled.
Clear memories.
No
Since he
artifacts,
stumbled
but
upon
still.
this information while escaping.
It is. No, the reason why it's really funny is that Alhaitham's a scribe.
Yeah, no, he's a twink boy.
Literally, Alhaitham works at a library essentially, and yet he still lifts weights.
That's right.
I think I saw a beam. It was like a picture of Alhaitham, and he was like working out. It was like, for every word I read, I do 1 push-up.
Oh boy. Oh, you know what? So you know it was Yakuza night last night. And we finished.
Yes, I was
It was
there.
great. Yeah. So afterwards, we were hanging out in BC still, obviously. And he was like, oh, okay, before you go to bed, and it was like 3 a.m. He was like, before you go to bed, we have to finish the last 4 episodes of Witch of Mercury. I was like, oh, you're right. And I was like, okay, I remember that I watched up to episode 8, and I missed the time when you watched 9 because I was doing stuff, and then I wasn't paying proper attention during 10 or 11. I didn't see 12. And he was like, okay. So then we watched 9, 10, 11, and 12. Like, all at once, all together. And
Aw, man, I wish I'd been there for that.
no, because the thing was is that I asked him when he said that, I was like, oh, did you get to see it with everyone else yet? He was like, no. I was like, you dumb bitch. But he was like, I really want you to see this. It's really good. And I was like, okay. And I wasn't expecting it. And there's like a twist that happens I wasn't expecting, but he told me it happens in every Gundam anime. And I was like, oh, that makes sense as to why this happened. But yeah, you should definitely watch it.
You saw the tomato.
Oh, have you seen it already?
I watched as normal B fashion. I popped in like halfway through the fucking season, and the only part
No, the last episode.
I've seen the last episode.
You saw the... Oh, well, you fucking idiot. You watched only the last episode? Then it's like, it doesn't hit as hard. But yes, I did see the tomato. And
No, but it makes going back and watching all the rest like even fun. I'm used to watching.
well, that's when that's when you do a full rewatch. Like, you watch it once through the full time. You experience it, you get slapped in the face at the end with a twist, and then you rewatch it looking for those details. That's what I did for like Knives Out and Glass Onion. I watched them both completely blind once, and then I went back looking through all the details, and I was like, oh my god, they really set this up the entire time.
Okay,
Yeah,
but
don't say any spoilers though. I'm not about to be that asshole. I just was like, yeah, that happened.
I'm used to watching shows like Boogie Pop and others where like, and I think Bikaku City Actors did the same thing, where the context is out of order. So
You
go
ruin your
through
experience all the time.
What's our next course of
No, Mikaku City Actors is just like that.
No,
And-
I just,
and
no, I
Boogie
mean
Pop
just
and
in
others
general
just
with
like
what
that.
you do, with how you like just walk into stuff halfway through. You ruin the experience so much.
No, I think I gained from it. Because I get to hang out with the homies.
I know you like hanging out with homies.
He wouldn't be asking me what to do. Instead, he'd be telling me to stay out of the way.
Well,
Understood.
yeah, no, I think it's great because I was able to watch the last episode, see what happened, and then when I got to join in and watching like throughout the rest of it on the like second watch through, I'm just like, ha, look, a tomato.
Though I'd rather he just protect himself.
It's funny
Oh,
because
shut
then I
away.
hit him with because you know who it is. And I
Yeah.
hit him with the, wait a minute, I can never pull this kind of stunt on you because either you always see it coming or you just like don't care enough. And he was like, yeah, you can't hit me with that. I was like, I hate that. That's so unfair.
Wait, hit him with what?
Just like those kinds of like visceral reactions that happen. Like, that's why he also said he liked having with the Yakuza streams to like prove to people that it's like it's actually good. It's because I have like I have more visceral reaction to things. And it's literally, it's like, damn it, I can never pull it back on him with this kind of shit.
There's
I can do
Hunin
it to other
where
people
it's-
though. I like being able to do that kind of thing to other people. But
there's
yeah.
3 levels. There's Hunin where it's not much of a reaction. You where it's a whole bunch of reaction, and me where it's a fucking shit.
Yeah, where
Unlike
you're just
these
shitting
two,
on it.
He's making this matter more complicated than it is, with his considerations like the acting Grand Sage is trying to seize.
Me, it's very much a mix of, yeah, no, I can appreciate it, but I gotta commit to the bit.
Yeah.
Of the sages, and so we're often subject to these
I know how to commit to the bit. However, sometimes it just gets too far. I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa.
I hope that our exchange will assure
And then there's shit like Brian Hilder in the Darkness, which literally no one cares about.
Never heard of it.
So, yeah, no one fucking cares about it, so it doesn't matter that I spoil it. Some really fucked up shit happens in the end, and I just spend the entire episode laughing my ass off.
God damn, man.
Excuse me, acting.
Which is even funnier, because it was written by the same guy who did Elfenlied.
Need to know the answer, no matter
I know about Elfenlied, and I heard that it was, like, supposed to be good, and I was like, no, I heard that there were bad things that happened, and I shouldn't watch it, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, no, lots of bad things happen. But in Brian Hilder in the Darkness,
Then why did
like,
you
they
ask?
build up this whole conflict about this thing happening,
Mm-hmm.
and then it happens, and then it gets reversed, and, like,
Oh,
we're
that's
supposed to be, like,
always the-
sad.
That's the most annoying thing to me.
We're supposed to be, like, sad and shit, but I'm just laughing my ass off.
We've apprehended a suspect.
Because not only that, I fucking called it.
No.
Dude, you know, there's like one anime that will always piss me off for having something happen that just kind of shouldn't have, and it's Samurai Flamenco. And
Every
like,
harem anime ever.
dude, the middle of Samurai Flamenco never should have happened. The good part of Samurai Flamenco was the beginning where he was just a hero, regular human on the streets, without any fame or popularity. He was just being a good boy. And like the ending where it's the exact same thing. Like the middle, it just turns into literally every one of like Power Rangers kind of anime ever. Where there's like supernatural beasts, magical powers, another full team, a bunch of people. And it's like, this didn't need to happen. This anime was quality without it, and I really hate the middle of Samurai Flamenco, but I love the beginning and the end.
It's like fucking Guilty Crown, where it starts out being really good, but after they have the fight in the hotel room, it just nosedives into being dog shit.
Damn.
And electrical components that can only be found in our project.
And it's the worst part is, it's like you can pinpoint the exact scene in that show
Where everything goes to shit.
It goes to shit.
Yeah.
Agreed to meet at the tavern earlier today to do the
Like
trade.
with like me watching Eureka 7, it was kind of like a gradual thing.
Perhaps Siraj was aware that
Man,
chaos might
the
leak
thing
into
was,
the
when,
intentionally didn't
Kunin and
show
I
up.
watched Eureka 7, right?
Whatever the case,
Yeah, I know.
this
Yeah.
means
No,
here.
it started off where I
The good news
hated
is,
it.
regardless of what
I
Siraj
actually
was
thought it was
planning,
actively
the Star
stupid and I
personnel
didn't care to
severely
watch it. I was
hindered
just
by a
sitting
lack
in
of
because I
power
had
generators
nothing
and
better to do
electrical
after
components.
work every day.
We still have time to conduct our
Mhm.
And then
investigation.
we just kept watching more and more. I just kept really liking the characters because they wrote them so fucking well.
But
And
I'd
then,
to
like,
borrow Ilyas for a
literally
while.
everything just kept getting better. And then at the end, they just throw too many terms at you. But it's still great. It's
Conducted a
still
comprehensive
amazing.
lie detection exam, which showed that
And,
he has a genuine case of amnesia.
Christ.
I hate it.
Planning to pursue
Dude,
further
never
breakthroughs
watch
on that
Erica
front.
7 AO. It's
However, I
horrible.
am
It's so
curious.
bad. Don't watch it.
I had the inverse response where I started watching. It was like, oh, this shit's really good. And then as the seasons went on, it's like, how's it? Like the writing like stayed consistently okay, but like everything else, the quality just got worse and worse to the point where when we hit the ending, I was just like, why did I waste my life watching that?
Sheesh, you should join, Hunin and I want to have a rewatch of America 7 with, Frederica. You should join us, so that way you can hear us talk about America 7 for forever. Because it's one of those things, it's like, if you bring up, like, Fate or Guilty Gear, to, like, Hunin, he'll talk about it for forever. Like, One Piece as well. Like, you can literally not get him to shut up unless you forcefully interject telling him to shut up. Like, that's the same sort of thing with us with Erica 7. We can literally talk
but
about
why would
anything
you do
with
that?
it.
It makes him so happy.
Oh, exactly. That's the point. I have to sometimes, like, we'll talk about, like, One Piece, or, like, he'll just start showing me Fate stuff for, like, so long, and I'll need to, like, go to bed, and I'll have to be like, okay, I'll, like, wait for, like, a part where it goes down before he spikes it back up to like talking about something else. I was like, okay, man, I have to go to sleep now. Thanks for hanging out. I really have to go to bed now.
I've had that happen where like okay, I was supposed to go to bed like 3 hours ago.
All the times that we hang out with Joe, Lacuna, and Huna in the middle of the night, I really should have gone to bed at 1 a.m. I stay up till 5 a.m. each time. I literally, it's just like, I can't stop myself. It's so much fun.
to
Such
hang out with
good
them,
conversations and everything. It's so good. Okay.
Bro, it's funny as fuck.
You need to be entertaining now because I have to go get my laundry. I'll be
Alright.
back in a few minutes.
Hi, whoever the
Here's
fuck you
Eddie.
said.
This is Eddie. He's chill. He's also Mono Ma.
Hello. I'll eat your ankles. So, time to talk about Nearler now. So, yeah, I have yet to do Alhaitham's story quest. I don't really care for him. He's, just kind of okay in my opinion. I thought Sino was a much more interesting character. I think it's really interesting how what they've done with Sumeru in combining, like, two complete opposites into one general kind of motif. It does make it difficult to kind of understand how it fits into the general lore of the story, but I mean, I guess it's alright. The execution was well done. I do think that Inazuma so far has had the best writing in its like quests. Like the main story quest for Inazuma was alright. But I do think the side quests were definitely, like, really, really good in Inazuma, because it reminded me a lot of, like, the quest design in Ghost of Tsushima, where, like, the side character gets, like, you get their backstory, well, a little bit, you learn a little bit about them, get kind of attached, and then, like, you help them, and, like, it's either, like, something really bad happens, where it's like, oh, man, that hurt me on the inside, or it's like, oh yeah, cool, that's really good for them.
Same as I remember. But where are those who share?
So I kind of hope that we get like another Inazuma-esque like stuff like that in Fontaine, because I feel like it would do really well there. But with the way it seems to be going with Sumeru, I feel like it's just going to be a decent number of like slog quests. Like with the Aranara stuff, which I have yet to do. Which, I mean, so far from like a story aspect, like the writers of Genshin are doing a really decent job. I was not expecting them to like go this hard for like the story or like have the game like this well written, and it's honestly really interesting, especially for a mobile game too. That is really surprising. I was going in, I was just like, oh, it's just like a neat little open world game. I guess it's free. I guess I'll try it. And then I got before I finished Mondstadt, I had like gone through the entirety of like Liyue, and I'm like, all right, this game's kind of fun. I like the adventuring aspect. It wasn't really until Inazuma where I was like, oh, all right, the story's actually pretty good. Because with the other two nations, I was like, all right, this story's all right. It's serviceable to get you through the plot. I do think they do make really good usage of the environments that they give you throughout the story. And just for collecting things in general, which is kind of one of my issues with like Liyue and Sumeru being so big. Because it's just like, alright, you start your quest on one side, alright, go to the complete other side.
I've returned.
Hello.
Hello. Were you complaining about Geoculus again?
No, I was talking about Mirror Lore.
Ah, okay.
No, I wasn't. I was just talking about You know, just Genshin in general.
Mm-hmm.
About some of the things I enjoy and do not enjoy.
Beans
Like
followed
how
me
my
down the
main-
basement, right?
Whoa.
And and I was like calling out to her like a bunch of names like Boogie, Shkaboogie, Speenerton, Wienerton, Beans, Beanie, Beaner. And then
Boats are made for
someone
transferring
turned off the
commodities.
lights. And I
Those
did
that come across Liyue tend to stay
I
away,
did the
though it
exact
is where many
perfect
settle.
replication of the Lego City hey.
Hey!
Yeah, and I was like, and then the lights like turned right back on. I was like, yeah, come on, man, don't do that
A
to
man
me.
has died in Lego City. Hurry!
Hey!
Build the hearse! Start the procession!
Start the procession.
Ugh, that means we're
But no, I was like, my main biggest gripes with Sumeru are like the quest writing
Yep.
Paimon's pretty surprised
and
that this is listed in the case.
the like environment, like, because it's the same with Liyue. Because it's like, all right, you start in on one side and you have to go all the way to the other side,
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we were classmates.
or like the quests just like
When Ara
go on a lot longer than they need to.
At least for Liyue's though, it felt right doing them. For this, I have like no sense of where anything is or where I'm going or why I should be going to this place. Even if I'm reading and paying attention to the quests, I still am like, bro, what the fuck is going on? Why is this happening?
Yeah, no, I was also saying like
He submitted a thesis 1 year
I didn't
ago,
really
but the
care
Grand
for the
Sage
story
at the time
until
asked for my
Inazuma.
opinion.
I had started the
I did
game not
approve of it
expecting
because it
much,
committed
but I was
over
like,
6
alright,
original sins
the
by
exploration's
touching upon
fun,
human evolution.
like, Mondstadt's cute, Liyue,
Violating
kind of
matters
interesting,
regarding human
and then
evolution,
Inazuma came out, I'm just
something
like,
forbidden and fearing
I
nothing.
just
Inazuma
got- I
has
think
so
I-
far been peak. It's like the
I
peak
think
of
I-
Genshin.
which
They
makes
were
it
also with the
even
Sage's
funnier, because I
units
think
that
I've just gotten through my
formulating
5th
for a
playthrough of
mentor
Ghost of
of the Academia.
Tsushima.
My
Sheesh.
opinion was that Siraj's research was both overly naive and in violation of various core principles. The Grand Sage took some of my suggestions on board and ultimately decided to reject the application.
Yeah.
So that's why he's buying energy sources and electrical components.
But like
He's
it's
most likely trying to
honestly
circumvent
like
the
really
rules and
surprising
conduct his
because like
experiments.
the main story for Inazuma was fine.
Suspicious.
Yeah, it wasn't like
It
perfect.
was
It wasn't
the
the
side
peak arc.
quest.
Yeah, it wasn't the peak Archon quest. I still think the peak Archon quests were Liyue's.
But I've already
They felt like they had real urgency, like I was actually making a difference, and that I was, you know, actually relating to these characters. Inuzuma's is like, yeah, we're dethroning a god for a little while as a rebellion. It's fine.
Which the like I love Inazuma. I love the
We
quest.
love Inazuma and its quest, but goddamn, what made Inazuma was its world quests. Those world quests
he's
were
a
god
dumbass.
tier. Kokomiya.
I cannot like oh it's like oh you gotta like suspend your disbelief. I'm just like there's only so much disbelief when the commander of an army is a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
The kind of person
I am a Kokomi lover. I love Kokomi. I have her fully built properly. She's literally the best healer I have.
I tried.
No one can beat her. But
Do vaguely remember that
her
there are two
character
things
is
that I
really
have
bad.
to do no
Why
matter
would I
what.
need healing when
Do
all the
tell.
enemies I encounter are dead within
The
8
first
seconds?
is to get my paycheck from the academia.
Well,
to my younger sister in Gandharva
for
village.
me who uses
I'm
Zhao.
not sure about the details, but it
I
seems
have to
that I
go
would
to
send
work.
money to
I'll
my
be
younger
seeing you
sister
guys.
every
Have a
month
good
to pay for
one.
family
Don't
expenses.
die.
I won't.
What's the second thing?
It can have me when it
I
burns me.
can't remember. Sorry, there's just so much I can't recall.
Not unexpected. However, you're the only one who has seen Siraj and knows the exact location of his
I don't know
cave at
why, but
present.
Alhaitham's character
As
design
such,
kind of reminds me
we'll
of a
do
peacock.
everything we can to help you regain your memories.
It's probably like the weird feather-like gems and the fact that on his boots, there's like those little like lips or whatever at the front of them that look like stained glass. And it's so gorgeous, he just reminds me of a peacock.
I have so few memories.
It's
that
so weird.
I don't even have a clear
But I love
idea
him.
of who I am.
Yeah, those things at the bottom on his boots, that like
It feels like I
fronts,
could faint at any moment.
with like stained glass windows. It's actually really pretty.
But amidst all that, it also feels like I've been set free somehow.
So the base of this plot so far is this guy thinks he's been experimented on.
For bringing me what clarity I do have right now. Now, I do remember that I
think that's what's going on. It feels like kind of like he got abducted by aliens.
Also where I got my monthly paycheck.
I see. In that case, let's go and find whoever's in charge there.
This is an interesting one. It's kind of a mystery. So I'm excited for this. I'm excited for this. I don't know. I'll have to like look up right after this or when I next have to go grab laundry. How the fuck do I get up there? I don't know. We're gonna teleport. We're gonna teleport. It's so hard to navigate through Sumeru City. It's ridiculous. But I'll look up and see what are the prerequisites for actually starting the Archon quest. I have a feeling it's Alhaitham's. I just have the feeling it's Alhaitham's story quest was the prerequisite. But the fact that it's not showing up and like not telling me what's wrong is what's bothering me. Oh, I went in the wrong direction. It's this way. But down? Where is this? Where am I? Oh, why is it so hard to navigate through here? Is it in the academia? I don't know. I don't have very... Oh, yeah. Okay. It's somewhere in here? In the academia? I have a very, as you can tell, very low grasp of how the fuck to walk through Sumeru, but oh, this is such a pretty lighting reflection. From the glass up there. Wow. That's really nice. Oh, I love this, actually. This is very pretty. The academia is very pretty for all the bullshit they've done. Okay. Oh, right, this is the library. This is also, like, a very pretty place. I love the, like, lights. How they look like lotuses, kind of. Very pretty. Wait, what's that? I also still... Okay, well, I guess I'm in cutscene. I also still look for books, is what I was gonna say. The books to complete the stuff.
Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham. I've sent this period's research expenses report to your office. Have you taken a look? Are there any issues with it?
I did. Recent research expenses have decreased quite a bit compared to past figures.
Yes, though that is primarily because there are fewer scholars with research needs. But that can be a rather convoluted topic. Might I ask why you are here today?
We're here to get a book.
His name is Ilias. He worked part-time here, and he's here for his paycheck.
Oh, yes, of course. Though, Ilias, where have you been these past few days? That was our busy period, but then you disappeared without a word. Everyone had to pick up the slack.
I'm sorry, something unexpected came up. But I know I've caused trouble for everyone. Is there anything I can do to make up for it?
The other researchers have more or less finished your share of the work. However, there is one thing that is yet to be settled. Do you remember Chandra? You were in charge of following up on his off-site research application. He retracted his application a few days ago and canceled his off-site project.
Sus.
He's the 12th person to retract a research application this month. I'd like you to ask him why he did that. Chandra is probably having coffee at this hour, so you can find him at the cafe.
Understood. Then, about my paycheck.
I'll pay you in full once you return. However, make sure you don't disappear without saying anything again. Be considerate to your colleagues and give them some forewarning at least.
There's so much lighting in here for such drastic shadows.
I have no objections.
Like, with how it literally looked like this lighting, it should also affect the shadowing here, and it doesn't. I don't know, let me... Yes, alright, there is a bunch more books in here. I like collecting the books for the archive. There's no point in them, and I haven't read them, but collecting them is interesting.
There's really no need to fight over such paltry research funds.
Poultry. We'll leave once we get a good run about the library. Imagine walking into the Library of Congress, right? And then doing what I'm doing, jumping on tables, like sprinting through the building, looking for books, and then just ripping them off the shelves. It'd be crazy. I think security would yank you out if I've learned anything from watching the National Treasure movies. I think I haven't really caught up with... Because you can buy some books in Inazuma from the Yai Publishing House. I haven't caught up yet and see if I can buy all of them yet. Oh, nice. Ah, there we go. Achievements. That's also a thing, a reason to collect stuff from the books. Is because then you get achievements. If you're on that Freemo grind. Oh wait, we can go up? Oh, whoa, we could use the elevator in here! How fancy! Ooh. This is so cool! Wow.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember.
Wow.
But where are those who share the memory?
We get to be here when Alhaitham is not being a lying bitch to us. Yo. Oh, God, this is so gorgeous. It reminds me of the Cosmic Observatory from fucking, shoot, Mario Galaxy. It just reminds me of, like, the core, but even prettier. Let's see. It's like, damn, it's gorgeous! I'll have to come take photos here off stream. That's what I like to do. I like to find pretty spots and, take photos there of my Genshin characters. Because other than them being literally, like, amazing with damage or supports, they're also just very pretty models. This game is just very pretty. I also like having my Sealy do weird poses and photobombing. It's funny. Okay, there's like nothing here, so we'll go back down. Ooh. It's so nice. This is such an intricate little, like, hallway, too. Oh, I haven't mentioned, I don't think I'm gonna do Lantern Rite on stream. Because I just like to straight up enjoy Lantern Rite. Are we going down to that prison area? Oh, this is...
Where do you want to go next?
Oh, this is where we're in prison.
Tourist spots. I have a few references.
I don't think there's gonna be anything here. We got 3 achievements from the rest of this stuff anyways. Did I? No, that was a candle. Yeah, I don't think we're finding anything down here. Okay. Okay. So we'll just go. Continue on our way. I think it's funny also how the Sealies are affected by the gravity. It's very cute. Okie dokie. I will admit, Sumeru is very pretty, minus the desert. The desert is very boring because it's just sand. And, like, I don't think I'll get too bad of backlash from that because it's just sand. Oh, hi. You're the dude. Okay.
Elias? Long time no see. What can I do for you?
I heard that you canceled your research project, so I'm just here to ask you why.
Oh, that, it's really nothing special. I just don't feel like going anymore. I'm not the only one who canceled, right? I mean, people have had no motivation to conduct research lately, haven't they?
No motivation to conduct research?
Yeah. Say, who might you be? You look sort of familiar.
Oh, don't mind me. Please, continue.
Well, with the downside
Trying to
of
make the least
sages not
impact
long ago,
possible.
many of the projects that they led were put on hold while they were being investigated. With the situation being so volatile, people are picking up random things to do to kill time. No one wants to risk starting any new research until it's clear how things will pan out in the future.
When you say how things will pan out, you actually mean what the new sages would have interest in, right?
That would make sense.
Wow, talk about blunt.
Yeah, he is blunt.
That isn't the only
Brutally
reason
honest.
for the lack of motivation to start new research.
So what are
I
the
like
other
Alhaitham.
reasons?
Well, because the Akasha terminal shut down. I'm sure you're all aware that we require all kinds of knowledge to perform any of the research we do. Back then, the Akasha would respond to any of our requests for the knowledge we needed. It was beyond convenient. We didn't have to spend an extended amount of time studying, so we were able to immediately run various tests and experiments.
They all got lazy.
see.
They all became college students who got lazy.
You get it, right? After having had a taste of something so amazing, who can be bothered to manually sift through data and files ever again? There are only a handful of people at the academia who are starting new projects or performing research. Most people are like me, waiting for a recognized researcher to start a project before immediately applying to join. Although our names will be further down in the paper, we'll have a much easier time. We don't have to do most of the mental heavy lifting. All we have to do is focus on our assigned tasks.
Pretty lazy.
Ilias? What's wrong?
He's having the RGB color shift
It hurts.
syndrome that seems to have started happening since Inazuma.
I remember now. I remember what Siraj said to me as he approached.
Cat?
You become Siraj number 36. Fuse yourself with a consciousness under my control. Think only in accordance with a set module, like a worker bee in a beehive.
Interesting.
Everyone doesn't get it. What does that even mean?
It's what Siraj was researching and the topic of the thesis he had submitted. Collective consciousness and the path of evolution.
Oh boy, collective consciousness? Oh boy.
Siraj believed that by achieving 3 objectives, he
We
could
already
create
saw
a
with the
collective
previous
consciousness in
Archon
human
quest that
society
collective
and drive
consciousness is
humans
not
toward their
good.
ultimate evolution. First, he would rank test subjects in descending order of ability. with
And
number
also
1
Nikita's
serving as
story
the
quest.
overmind. This overmind would then divide tasks into numerous modules and delegate them to the collective's members based on their assigned number. Lastly, members would share their memories and emotions to facilitate the rapid exchange of information within the collective.
So the Akasha terminal.
Paimon still doesn't get it. What's the point of all that?
Think of it as linking many minds together and tailoring a given mind's assigned work based on its compatibility. Eventually, everyone's minds will be consolidated into a new form of existence that is both an individual and an organization. Siraj believes this collective consciousness is superior to individual humans.
He just really liked the Akasha terminal.
Squishing a whole bunch of people together? Paimon thinks that sounds horrible.
It's just as Alhaitham said. Siraj gave all the test subjects different numbers. Bigger numbers meant you had a lower rank, so your assigned tasks were less complex, such as being responsible for everyone's basic needs. Smaller numbers were ranked higher, so you'd be given more complex assignments like planning for the future. Siraj referred to me as number 36, and I think that was a low-ranking number. I also recall that Siraj said
This other dude is just sitting here, he's like, what the fuck is going on? He's just like, what the hell is going on? What's happening here?
I tried my best, but that's all I can remember. I still can't recall where the cave is. I'm really sorry.
Take your time. You'll eventually remember it all. However, something doesn't seem right. Some details don't add up.
Alhaitham's cloak doesn't add up. It should have fallen off.
Designated as number 36? What a shame. From what I can see, your talents merit a smaller number.
Sheesh.
I'm not sure what Siraj's numbering system is based on. Anyway, we're done here. Let's go.
Please, wait. I heard you all talking about Siraj just now. Are you looking for him?
I heard everything you said because you were literally a foot away from us.
Well, Siraj is pretty popular as of late. I heard he's gained recognition from a lot of well-known researchers. Supposedly, he's a strong contender for being one of the next sages.
And probably should not be.
There are many who would give up everything to be a part of his research team. I'm nothing special, though, so I doubt I'd get the opportunity. That said, I do know a researcher who received an invitation from Siraj but declined it. Her name is Janaki.
Her name is
If you're
Janky.
interested, you can try to find her. She's usually reading at the pavilion in the garden.
Okay. Ah, hell no. It's so awkward. It really is to manipulate or to walk through Sumeru City. I picked the wrong waypoint, didn't I? Yes, I did. Like, if you're near the top, if you're at this waypoint, not this one, this waypoint, it's so easy to manipulate your way through the city because it's like the topmost waypoint at the like top of the tree, so you can just drop down on anywhere. But if you're trying to find anywhere up from, like, you know, from below, it's so difficult. And I hate these pathing trails. They feel overly complicated. Hi, ma'am.
Are you Janaki? We'd like to ask you a couple of things about Siraj.
Oh, she's pissed. Oh, never mind.
Do you know me? I'm sorry, but I don't recognize you.
Are you playing dumb with me?
Oh.
No, I'm not.
She does not sound like she should have that
actually
voice.
amnesia, so
She doesn't look
I've
like she
lost
should have
a lot
that
of my
voice. My
memories.
bad.
And? Are you trying to say that I should forgive you just because you've forgotten what you've done? Or are you using the acting Grand Sage as backup to settle things with me? The two biggest loners teaming up. What a terrible thought.
There's a chest.
Enough. There seems to be a dispute between the two of you, but I have no interest in that. I heard that Siraj once invited you to join his project. Is that true?
So, what if it is? Siraj did extend an invitation to me, and I was also interested in his project. I
And
think it was about collective consciousness or something. Anyway, he said that I could be number 45. I refused because I thought that rank was too low. No one wants to be placed at the bottom. Certainly not me.
Ilias is number 36, and Janaki was supposed to be number 45. Ugh. Just how many people did Siraj have his eyes on?
probably
Tell
100.
me, did Siraj tell you how he assigned numbers?
Yeah. Remember how the sages took advantage of the Akasha and extracted Yana energy from our heads back then? They left a document that records the amount of Yana energy that the Akasha had extracted from each person. I don't know how Siraj got his hands on that document, but he used it as the basis for his numbering system.
I see. He believes that this data can be used to evaluate a person's computing power.
Is it true, though?
Putting aside the validity of the data, it is meaningless to judge individuals based solely on their jnana energy.
Yana energy.
Jnana energy can
Yeah.
only be seen as representing a portion of a person's abilities. Humans are complicated beings, so it is impossible to evaluate them using a single criterion.
See? I knew I couldn't have only been ranked as 45.
What else do you know about Siraj?
That's it. He came to me, I refused, and that was the end of it.
Makes
Is
sense.
there anything else you needed? If not,
Yawn.
I'm out of here. I've had enough of this eyesore.
Jeez, what did he do?
I still want to know what I did in the past.
You really forgot?
I swear, I don't remember anything.
Paimon can vouch for him. The Matra also said that he truly lost his memories.
The Masha put him on a lie detector.
You know what? It's better this way. I get angry just thinking about it, so I really don't have the patience to fill you in. All you need to know is that you got a lot of people in trouble back then, including me. That's all I have to say. Goodbye.
Maybe when he was under the collective consciousness, he almost tried to get a bunch of people to commit fraud or some shit.
She doesn't seem to like you very much. Do you really not remember anything?
I really don't. But after she said that, I've had this heavy feeling in my chest.
Aww.
I guess I did something really horrible.
Do you want to remember?
Huh?
That is always the question for someone with amnesia. It's like, do you really want to remember what you lost?
Remember if you don't want to. Even if you manage to remember, all you would need to do is feign ignorance and tell us that you tried the best you could, but to no avail.
I'm not sure what to do. Like I said before, for some reason I felt a sense of freedom when I realized I had lost my memories. But I feel like I shouldn't be allowed to go free so easily. I still want to remember everything. What should I do?
He wants to atone for his crime.
Something that caused trouble for a lot of people in the past must be on file somewhere. Would you like me to look into it?
Yes, please.
All right. Then let's return to the House of Dana. We've spent enough time here, and you should go and get your paycheck.
True. And I should get my paycheck, which is, damn, I really don't explore.
Certainly worth the extra mile.
Oh yeah, totally an extra mile. It's definitely what just happened. Like, there are a lot of little nooks and crannies in Sumeru that are very pretty to take photos at. This way. Yeah. Nope. There we go. The academia is this way? Huh? Bro, I don't... Where is it trying to tell me? Over there? I fell in the water. See, having this kind of thing where it's like definitely doesn't look like a path they already had established is kind of bullshit. I know it's part of the tree and everything, but it's like, damn, that's really confusing for pathing in a game story. Or in a story point of a game. Anyways, we're back in the library. I'm gonna start calling this the Library of Congress. It feels right. Okay.
Let's split up for now. Ilias, you go and deal with that. The rest of you, come to the archives with me.
Let's do it. A file search.
Okay. Thank you all so much.
Relax, Ilias. Being nervous accomplishes nothing.
That's true.
Don't be a nervous train wreck, you little shit.
I'm ready. No matter what I've done, I'm ready to face it. I'll also try my best to remember anything else related to Siraj. We'll put an end to all of this.
It's just
I'm
interesting.
willing you to that. See you later.
It's like, I get it's human experimentation, but damn, he's really... Oh. He's really stuck in this one. Oh, let's real quick. Achievements. Dang. They really just said, here's the easy one. Oh, you do get primos from doing it. And, alright, this is a cute little background. It's very cute. I might try the card game just to get that background, but there's too much of it. I'm almost done with the fishing. I just need to fish more, and then I can get the fishing. What am I missing from this? Oh, 600 furnishings. And... oh, I can't get Megakenki to fucking taunt at me. I never can. It's like, what the hell? Oh, this is the Dendro version. Oh, I never find the unusual hilichurl. And you can tell that I don't usually need ley lines. What's this? Yeah, no. Just elemental stuff. Yeah, I have a lot of achievements. I have a lot in the game. I've played a lot of Genshin. I love Genshin. It's such a fun story. I guess, actually fun can't really be put that way. It's an intriguing story with so many great details seated in literally everything. Like the entire story of La Senora is in the Crimson Witch artifact domain. So it's a really well written story, and I honestly like commend it for having such lovely story. Well, being just so well written.
Okay. The important files from the last few years should all be here.
This is a small desk. Well. I'll take this off. And there's no ghost. There's no ghost at Party Star. Oh. He's getting up. Wow, look at him moving and stuff. Let's see. Has an abundance of weirdos. Oh, this is... Sleepwalking eccentric. This is talking about Layla. This is Layla. Because she... falls asleep all the time. Her whole thing... yeah, she's a Rotoas student. And she's super good at writing when she falls asleep.
Okay.
Like, she's a sleepwalker. Oh.
What's wrong?
I didn't get to check the third one.
Anyway, I found Ilyas's file. Let's meet downstairs.
Don't make hums at me without, like, explaining why.
Have I done?
Alright.
This file indicates that you were once commended by the Academia for your courage and sense of justice. You were considered a hero.
Huh? Me?
Yes. Your instructor was engaging in academic fraud, and you were the one who reported him. Your report was found to be true after a series of investigations, and your instructor was brought to justice by the Matra. This incident caused quite the commotion, and the Academia sent you a commendation.
Oh, here we go. RGB sliders.
Coming back to you?
No, it's just...
RGB shifts.
My head feels like it's being ripped apart again. It hurts. Did I seriously do that? Then why?
Let's put this matter aside for now. It isn't directly related to Siraj, so there's no need to push yourself over it.
I'm sorry.
Yeah?
It should have been something good to hear, but my body is instinctively rejecting it. I feel like I'll black out if I try to remember.
Dang, you need to calm down.
Recovering memories is no easy task, especially when it involves memories that you don't want to remember. Just do what you think is right.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think
I'm
we'll
not sure
cut
how
this
you're
stream
so
after
calm and
Alhaitham's story
cold all
quest,
the
and I'll
time.
rename it.
It does
Just be
make
like
me feel
Alhaitham's story
confident about the
quest.
situation I'm in.
Let's head to Gandharva
Since
and deliver Ilias's paycheck to assist
I don't know.
Come on!
I'll look and see what exactly I need to have done in order to have the current Archon quest. It might just be another fact where I have to wait till the end of the update again. Oh, but if no one has seen yet, there is going to be another Splatfest coming up in February. And it's like, what type of chocolate do you prefer? White, dark, or milk chocolate? And obviously, this is gonna be like Team Sweet all over again. Me and all of my friends are just like, yep, we all huge milk chocolate fans. So we're all gonna be on Team Milk Chocolate, and I'll be streaming again all the days, and hopefully OBS won't kill itself a million times in the last day again. So I like streaming the entirety of my Splatfest experience. So it's just fun. And then I don't know, I have to like make an actual schedule and set aside specific time to stream now. Because I'm so busy outside of this. It's like, oh, this is stinky. I can't stream as frequently as possible.
Think it should be this way.
Ilias, what are you doing back here?
Dad, it's nothing. I was just wondering how everyone was doing.
You sure everything's okay? Did they bully you again? It's all right. You can tell us.
Aw, he was bullied.
What's wrong?
I'm fine. Just a minor headache. I haven't been getting much rest lately.
Back then, I told you not to be a hero. Look how things turned out.
You're gonna make him
I can't imagine how things are going for you at the academia. We've even been receiving threat letters.
You don't have to force yourself to stay at the academia. You can always come back home.
Respectful parents in this day and age?
Ilias doesn't seem like he wants them to know that he has amnesia.
Well, he doesn't want his family to worry. Who the fuck would?
Hey, that's enough, you two. Ilias isn't feeling well. You can keep nagging him once we get home. Ilias, let's find somewhere to talk. So, how's your headache?
It's much better now. Oh, here, it's this month's paycheck. How's everything at home?
Same old, same old. It's just that everyone's worried about you.
Aww.
Don't mind their nagging. Deep down, they know that you did the right thing. It's just that after hearing a lot of bad rumors about you and seeing all the threatening letters, well, they're mom and dad. Maybe they just want you to conform a bit more.
Conform.
Yeah. You don't remember? After the incident, you... Ilias? What's wrong?
Ah, I see. I remember now. Don't worry, I remember now.
You're acting a little weird today, you know? Anyway, I understand your decision. But Mom, Dad, and I just want you to be happy. I don't care if you're a hero or not. I just want you to enjoy life and relax more.
Your
I want you to have a
understanding is
life.
Great comfort to him.
Is it? That's good. Are you a friend of his?
Sure.
More so these two. My name is Alhaitham, and this is the Traveler in Paimon.
Hi.
Oh, that rings a bell. At any rate, I feel more at ease knowing that my brother has friends. Would you like to join us for dinner? I just happened to buy some extra food.
Sorry, but I still have things I need to take care of.
Well, that's a shame. Okay, I'll get going then. Take care of yourself.
Just make the extra food as lunch for the next day. That's just how it goes. It's
I
fun.
won't do anything to make you guys worry again.
You remember now?
Yes, I do. Thanks for that. You know, you don't seem like such a bad person.
He really isn't.
Is that
He's
your
just
way of
blunt.
conveying gratitude?
Oh, my apologies. But I meant every word. Remember when I asked at the tavern if we had ever met? I said that there was a sense of familiarity, but what I really meant was a sense of loathing.
Loathing?
Yeah.
Yeah, but having spent some
Unadulterated
time with you,
loathing.
I realized that you're not someone I dislike to that extent. Strange, isn't it? Why did I have those thoughts at that time?
My strength is that I don't care about what others think. If you could also develop this quality, then you won't be as bothered by complicated social relationships.
And he
It'd be great
smiles.
if I could think like you.
He's like, yeah, I don't care.
But first things first. I remember where Siraj's cave is now. I'll take you there.
Really? That's great! Paimon remembers that you said there are 2 things that you had to do. We've only checked off 1, right? What about the other one? Are we not gonna do that first?
There are more important things at hand. We have to stop Siraj before he completes his collective consciousness, or it'll be too late.
You're right. Let's head out.
Let's get moving. Oh, that's really far. All the way in Haitham Woods, huh? Yep, I haven't done whatever quest relates to here yet. Why it's perpetually raining. This is a cave.
This is the place.
It's very wet here.
Well hidden. But there's nothing spooky about it. Let's go inside and take a look.
Let's go. Paimon gets scared of things less now. Oh, let me get that real quick. Blink. Okie dokie. Enter the weird cave. Let's go. What's in here? Ah, that's fine. We also get Alhaitham, so we get Dendro. Let's talk about how they built Alhaitham wrong. At least they have his own sword. But seriously, they gotta stop putting noblesse on crap, man. C3. Jeez, they really like... Oh, and because I have child. Yeah, they triple A'd him. Sheesh.
The scribe's work is simple, which is exactly why I took the position.
Haha. He likes basic things. Where the hell does that cord go? It's like it goes from his, like, headphones into that fold. Maybe he has, like, an MP3 player back there.
Wait. Huh?
Oh my god.
Whatever.
Little keychains. It's so cute.
Here you are.
I like him. I really do. I like Alhaitham's character. He's so cool. I don't know why you'd want a bunch of electronics to be stored in a musty cave like this, but, you know.
work in progress? Ilias, do you remember this place? Huh? Ilias! Where'd he go?
He's probably the bad guy or something. I don't know.
Should we wait here?
That feels like the obvious choice because they gave him amnesia.
There's no need for that. Let's keep moving.
Alright. We'll continue in and see if he catches up to us.
Yep. Mm. Nope.
It's okay, Ilyas. You've done more than enough for me already.
I don't understand. Everyone knows that Johnny is stealing your research. Why is no one willing to go public with the truth? He shamelessly used your thesis to send in a project application, and whenever the project hits a wall, he asks you for help. Everyone knows what's going on.
Mm.
Do you know how many people are working on that project? If Johnny was kicked out because of academic fraud, that'd be the end of the project. Too many people would be affected.
But he's obviously taking advantage of you! He throws you the hardest work, and after you're done pulling all-nighters, he struts around with your research data and takes credit for it. That's not right! Why are you putting up with this?
A lot of people warn me to not say anything, and I think they have a point. This is just how things are. All I want is to graduate without any problems.
That sucks.
It's okay. He's at least paying me.
Half a year of your time and effort. Countless all-nighters and casual threats and insults. All for a measly 20,000 mora? He's treating people like cattle.
Enough. It's fine. I just need to suck it up and get it done.
Whoosh, 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 whoosh. We had a brain blast there. I think I just saw a glimpse of Ilias's past.
Huh? You could read minds this whole time and you never told Paimon?
No, Paimon, I can't read minds.
I was also able to see those memories just now. They were probably the ones that leaked out while Ilias was connecting to the collective consciousness.
Connecting collective consciousness?
It's clear
Yeah.
that this place isn't a work in progress. The hive has long been finished. The collective consciousness project is already complete, and Ilias is now returning to the collective.
So he tricked us?
Not entirely. Keep walking and you'll see why.
No, I doubt that he tricked us. I have a feeling that it's just that he was supposed to leave and bring in more people. Nice. Oh, hello. He's got very nice damage. Boink. His stuff looks so cool. Alhaitham is very cool. I like him. I really do.
It's completely different from what Ilias said. This place looks like it's been done for a while.
Yep.
Contributing to the collective by only thinking to your strengths. How easy.
Alhaitham. Just thinking of that name fills me with hatred. We must get rid of him.
Okay. Yeah, a lot of people hate Alhaitham. I am not one of those people. Oh, here we go. Back into the collective.
An entire year's worth of work down the drain. And for what? Your reputation? Do you have any idea how many people you've brought down?
You could have played hero any time, so why couldn't you have waited until the project was complete?
I don't understand what you guys are saying. Are you saying you don't care that Raju jumped to his death?
It's a shame. What happened to him?
Damn!
I thought he was stronger than that.
Oh
Everyone
my
has been
god.
working hard to complete the project. He could have endured for a bit longer. But
No, that's not how suicide works. Oh my god.
In any case, we're done with you. Because of your recklessness, the Matra are putting Johnny on trial. This project is done for. None of this affects you at all. But do you know how many people, myself included, needed this project to complete their studies? Now our futures are up in the air. If worst comes to pass, we might not be able to graduate. Do you understand now?
I'm sorry.
There's no need for an apology. It's not like I'll accept it anyway. You'll pay for this.
Jeez. Jeez. Rude.
Hey, you're blinking out again. What did you see this time?
Ilias.
Don't jump to conclusions just yet. Save your words for when we see him.
Oh, they have like visors on. Interesting. He's also, I think, got a visor on? Probably.
Just in case, why don't we take both keys with us?
Pretty sure if I remove this one, it, yeah, locks off in front of me instead, so no. Just those two. Oh, here we go. Back into the effects.
Alias, this is all very strange. Is there really no research group that will take you? Well, to pass this course, you must complete a paper with other researchers. I know you're a hero for fighting academic fraud, but well, we can't make exceptions for heroes, now can we? Maybe you should try to improve your relationship with the other researchers. Huh? getting a reputation for being too unconventional will not stand you in good stead in the long run.
What the hell is this perspective? Oh, it was through the bookshelf. I get it. Oh.
You seem troubled. Who are you? Ah, where are my manners? My name is Siraj. Siraj? I've heard of you before. Do you need something from me? The world hates people who don't fit in. I imagine you've had your fair share of trouble.
So?
After you reported Johnny for academic fraud, you were ostracized and shunned. Even your family can't understand your actions. However, I'm working on some research that will help you merge into a collective. That way, your life won't be so dolorous.
Damn.
Wanna have a go?
Saying that he has a boring and shitty life.
What did you see?
Siraj pursued Ilias to join the Hive. He wasn't forced.
I can't believe it! He really did trick us! That giga jerk! No, Siraj is the real giga jerk here. Ilias is just a regular jerk.
You just hear the echo.
Paimon's so mad! We're gonna find him and we're gonna make him explain himself!
Yeah? I suppose.
You've come. I intentionally slowed my integration into the collective consciousness because I wanted to see you one last time as Ilias. And
Congrats.
I wanted to apologize to you as him. It was only at Gandharvaville that the second thing I must do occurred to me. Bring you all here.
Okay, and?
To throw off the Matra and bring Alhaitham to the Hive. That was my task as Siraj number 36.
Congrats.
You were already Siraj number 36? But you passed the Matra's lie.
A lie detector test is only if you prove it to yourself.
I did forget many things during that time. Even my identity and assigned responsibilities.
It's really just if you believe it. Also, if you take like a deep breath and steady yourself and you don't get nerves.
I chose to delete those memories. It's difficult to fool Alhaitham, so I had to create the perfect guise for myself.
And the best guise is when you believe your own lies.
Correct. I only told you that the Hive was incomplete because I had deleted my memories of its completion. It was finished a long time ago. Before I left, I was already living as number 36. Now, I choose to return to that identity.
It's funny that this is all in a cave.
Can I be truly free? That's all I wanted to say. After I enter this room, my consciousness will merge back into the collective. And so, this is goodbye.
Is this your decision?
Yeah, the person we know is Ilias, not Siraj number 36. The outside world is painful sometimes, but Paimon doesn't think that's a reason to run away.
Paimon spitting facts.
You need more time to consider, Ilias.
Hey, who are...
That is Siraj.
So you're that giga jerk!
Giga jerk.
How bold of you. Have I done something to offend you?
Yeah, existing.
I modified Akasha terminals to allow users to share memories and emotions. Then, I recruited researchers from the academia to build a collective consciousness. I assigned numbers to everyone and divided the experiment's tasks amongst themselves. Here, people can live easily and happily without needing to exercise complex mental thought. This is what they have chosen. All I've done is fulfill their wishes.
They just don't want to think. They're lazy.
You're just trying to justify yourself!
Then I ask you, what's the difference between here and the outside.
You're not
There are
thinking for
researchers
yourself.
at the academia who engage in dangerous research in extreme environments while others become idle and listless. People are so obsessed with collective will that even those on the fringes will attempt to fit in after suffering setbacks. Isn't that right, Ilyas? There's no need to deny this, as it is fact. It is natural for social creatures to congregate together.
Yeah, but not a collective
And the terminus
consciousness.
of conformity is a collective consciousness through which even an ordinary bee colony can become a powerful swarm. Replace the bees with humans, and this model becomes even more potent.
That's literally not how we were built, but okay.
The hive, Alhaitham. You once arrogantly denied the merits of this project before the Grand Sage. A few simple words from you, and my research was consigned to nothingness. Of course, I'm well aware that you don't care about any of this.
Yep.
You don't care about the pain of others. But I didn't give up. I made my thesis into reality.
When we arrived, I noticed many empty rooms in the hive.
Oh, you noticed that? Then can you guess where their inhabitants are? The answer is the academia. They're executing another phase of the plan. The plan to install me as a sage. The collective consciousness links all of us into a single mind, showcasing our individual strengths as we work together.
Man, this is what I was talking about with Hidden before, where it's like, the revenge dynamic. We were talking about it with, Witch of Mercury, the revenge dynamic for, relationships in shows, where it's like, oh, so I couldn't have her, so no one can have her kind of thing. They're so lame and boring. Because it's like that, you could have made this an actual reason other than just revenge. There could have been something deeper than that, but no, it's just revenge. It's just spite.
The hive will be in control, and it will lead the academia.
It's you. You want to be in control. We get it. You just want revenge against Alhaitham for saying your research is horrible and against, you know, laws.
What can you achieve with mere words? You weren't even able to change Ilyas's mind. Return to the hive, number 36.
Oh, hey. Now he's got a vice man.
Don't go back! Look! There are lots of people out there worried about you. And you aren't an outcast. Aren't we your friends?
You also have your family, asshole, and a job.
That's easy for you to say, given that you're travelers. Will you two continue to stay at the academia? When you leave, tragedy will repeat itself. Return, number 36. You know as well as I do that comforting words don't make life any easier.
Ilyas? Why?
You two are just as arrogant as Alhaitham.
You're just as stupid as a rock, my dude.
And live according to their own truths. But you don't realize that most people simply want easy lives. I allowed number 36 to leave the hive without his memories only because I knew he would eventually return. This proves that I know more about human nature than you do.
This means that you just proved the fact that because you literally took away his memories,
I made those words quite clear a year
he
ago.
would come back
The
because he
model you
didn't have the
presented was
memories.
Extremely unstable. No amount of garish packaging will change its fragile nature. It can't be helped. If you were clever enough to realize those problems, then you would have been aware that the hive changed when Ilyas returned to this collective consciousness of yours.
What?
Dumbass.
What's happening?
Because he went back in as an individual. He has his own thoughts.
The collective needs motivation to execute its plans, just as machinery requires energy to operate. That's why you, as the Overmind, synchronized your hatred of me into the collective, prompting them to create and execute a plan to eliminate me. However, when Ilyas returned to the collective, his memories and emotions were shared with the rest of its members. This includes his perception of me.
Thanks for that. You know, you don't seem like such a bad person. Strange, isn't it? Why did I have those thoughts at that time?
Yep.
This contradicts the hatred you had provided them, and these two differing emotions will give rise to new conflict.
So that's it. Wait, so you knew that Ilias would return to the hive? And then you pretended to keep him around just to fool Siraj. Wouldn't expect any less from you, Alhaitham. Once the collective consciousness bugs out, we'll take that opportunity to...
It literally just, yeah.
It's back to normal already.
Alhaitham, I told you. You're too arrogant. Did you really think that your little scheme would be enough to destabilize the hive? Ilias's return had indeed introduced abnormal emotions into the hive, but such a meager drop cannot give rise to waves. Your struggle has been in vain, and it's time to end it. Allow me to show you what makes the collective consciousness so formidable.
So many monsters. Where did they come from?
It's 3 of them.
And something feels off about them.
I also integrated monsters into the collective, though I ranked them last. Even so, they are part of it. Despite their lack of intelligence, perfect cooperation can be achieved, much like soldiers who have undergone strict training. Now then, drown in endless waves of monsters. You will all pay for your ceaseless arrogance.
This is the same thing as Nikita's story.
Your plan didn't work, so what do we do now?
I've already sent my gift to the collective. It'll take some time for the recipient to receive it.
Yep.
You two just need to brace yourselves for the nuisance in front of us.
Well, alright. Paimon doesn't know how you get so confident, but we'll hold them off for as long as we can.
Yep. I meant this, but this.
Solidify.
And then 4. Get down. Stop that. I said down. Blink, 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 blink.
Isn't that bad of a person?
But it has to be done. He must be eliminated so that we can evolve.
That's not how this works.
You see? That is the will of the collective. Even with the hatred gone, they continue their work. An external anomaly cannot shake the collective stability.
Mm-hmm.
This is order.
As one with wind and cloud.
Wow, really? You're still just out there, huh? Wow.
He won't hold out for much more.
It's a lot tougher than we imagined.
Something's gone wrong with the Academia. The Matsu.
Well now.
What's going on? What's with this sudden influx of information? Silence! As the Overmind, I command you!
Oh yeah? Do you now?
Everybody stand back!
One with nature.
Nah, still not enough.
The wind knows me. Fallen leaves, adorn my night into the wind.
Nice.
Possible. Why hasn't it been resolved?
Blink, blink.
Judgment?
The will of the collective cannot be wrong. The
Er.
Overmind must have made an error in his judgment.
But Siraj is the most intelligent among us. He is number one. His judgment is the optimal one.
Is that true? No, not necessarily.
Here you are.
Boing.
Let's light it up! Into the wind.
Nice. Your stinky soaps. Oh, hey, animated cutscene.
What have you done?
Haha.
Calm down. Don't you have an easy way to figure this out? You were only designated as number 36? What a shame. From what I can see, your talents merit a smaller number. Putting aside the validity of the data, it is meaningless to judge individuals based solely on their jnana energy.
Yeah. Jnana energy.
What you said to Ilias has now become a memory shared by all members of the Hive.
I see it now! You've channeled and amplified their selfish desires! You're trying to destroy my hive from the inside out!
Yeah, and it's
Human
working.
minds are not infinitely pliable, and your hive has stretched many of them to their limit. Once your authority as Overmind starts to wane, it won't be long before your subjects snap back. Is it worth living here like a machine? Being a tool for the rest of my life? As soon as one person begins to have these thoughts, selfishness, doubt, and fear will propagate, thanks to the web of consciousness that you built. At this stage, your so-called hive has already fallen.
It's not over yet. I am the Overmind! There has to be a way!
He's about a Disney villain himself and fall off the edge and die.
It's too late. Once the desires of the hive accumulate, beyond a certain threshold, they will kill their king.
I wouldn't have suffered such a disgraceful defeat if I was the Overmind.
My number shouldn't be so far down the list! Siraj is a liar!
This isn't what we agreed to!
I should be the one in your position!
Nice. Aw, that was a very nicely animated cutscene.
The hive shut down?
It's over.
What happened just now?
Members of a collective consciousness are more likely to reach a consensus because of their shared memories and emotions.
Yeah.
For example, Ilias did have differing perceptions, but he ultimately followed the collective consciousness's judgment. However, this system is far from perfect. Based on this logic, the collective consciousness will generate an intractable diffusion effect upon encountering negative emotions.
Selfish
The
desires.
disturbance that Ilias caused wasn't for naught. It made the collective question the Overmind.
Setbacks in the plan further amplify doubt, which diminishes the Overmind's influence. This inevitably causes the collective to generate negative emotions.
Apprehension, disappointment, panic, avarice. These negative emotions can be very well hidden, as humans generally do not share completely transparent channels of communication. But in the hive, where there are no secrets, negativity can spread like a tidal wave. Of course, what I said to Ilias was the trigger for all of this. A few words were enough. Believe in the power of words, Siraj.
You're a little
You were
bitch,
already
Siraj.
thinking of a way to destroy the collective consciousness. Even back then, you knew that Ilias was the bait all along? But how did you know? Since when?
Since he immediately brought it up.
I saw him. Moreover, I never looked down on you. My opinion of you has always been objective. You have a naive view towards the concepts of collective consciousness and human evolution, but you are intelligent and disciplined. You would never let a test subject escape. Mistakes like that are beneath you, and you also won't leave any mistake without a resolution.
I never thought I'd hear those words come from you. But if you're saying that
He's just an objective person. He's just saying it as it is, bro.
I know very well that you've never viewed me as an equal. When you were with us, you always had a distant look in your eyes.
Yeah, that's just kind of how people
No need
are.
to hide it. I know it better than anyone else. The arrogance that comes with being a genius. Nobody likes being treated like that.
Your perspective is entirely born from your habitual way of looking at things. From your perspective, you probably think I'm like you, someone who doesn't fit in. However, I've never placed myself on a pedestal. I just want to distance myself from meaningless noise and look at everything objectively. On the other hand, you have failed to come to terms with who you truly are. You care too much about winning and how others perceive you.
You mean to say that I'm the arrogant one here?
Yeah, just a bit.
Is that not so? Arrogant and emotionally fragile. You view people as a simple, mediocre collective, while you regard me as one of your kind.
Regardless, I have lost. You can take me back to the academia to stand trial.
You will stand trial, yes. But arresting people isn't in my job description. I'm just an ordinary staff member. I believe it is the General Mahamatra's duty to escort you away.
Hey, Sino! How's it going?
What are you doing here?
I followed the symbols. Looks like things have already been settled.
Symbols?
I left a similar picture in my letter to him, and I made several similar symbols on the way here.
Wait, what do you mean you left a letter?
He left a letter. That's what he means.
Paimon remembers. When Paimon first saw you, Arav said that you had left a letter for Sino. So you really did know that something was up with Ilias from the start. You lied to us too!
It'd be best if you didn't spout nonsense. I never employed any mode of trickery on you.
I just didn't say shit.
I came across some information at the Academia a few days ago. If you practice the method discussed therein, your vision may improve. Do you need it?
Seriously? This guy. By the way, Sino, Paimon heard that Siraj sent more people to the Academia. We can't let those jerks get away!
Don't worry. The Matra have started screening suspicious persons, and we've already arrested many of Siraj's associates.
Nice.
This was likely one factor that caused the Hive's consciousness to waver. Everything went as you predicted, Alhaitham.
Good.
Sino's like, I hate having to work with you, though.
The interesting part is already over. I'll leave the arrests to you all. See you.
Bye, Alhaitham. He's like, alright, my job's done, bye.
And off he goes. There still are a lot of test subjects here, so let's stick around for a while.
Talk to the randos. Okay.
Oh no. Oh no. I was involved in all these plans to get rid of the acting Grand Sage? What came over me? How could I do something like this?
It's simple.
Accomplish this without knowing it. But I'm afraid that Alhaitham might pressure the Matra into giving us heavier sentences.
No.
Whether he's the scribe or the acting Grand Sage, we can't afford to offend him. It seems our future at the Academia will be full of uncertainties.
School
We can
sucks.
discuss the future later. Leaving the collective left me with a strange sense of guilt. I didn't feel anything towards Alhaitham at first, since he wasn't well known. All the opinions I heard about him were negative, though. Siraj made us hate Alhaitham, and we blindly accepted that hatred and thought of him as a bad person. From how things look, we've done a lot of irrational things.
I guess we're getting what we deserve. Could you help us apologize to Alhaitham?
I don't think he'd care.
Sure, Paimon will help you tell Alhaitham. But whether he chooses to forgive you is up to him.
Yep.
It's okay. No matter what he chooses, apologizing will make us feel slightly better. If he chooses to remember this, we're prepared for our punishment.
It's time to go.
Let's go.
Bye, randos.
So, were they all duped?
Yeah.
We can ask Alhaitham about that later.
Hey, Elias.
Looks like I can't exist as Siraj number 36. Yet, my life as Ilyas goes on. When I was at Gandharvaville, I thought about whether I should just come forward with the truth. But I didn't have the courage then. So in the end, I lost my sense of justice, but I also wasn't able to conform.
Completely understandable.
Don't be sad. I'm the one who deceived you. However, I didn't come out of this completely empty-handed. The moment the hive collapsed, an idea popped into my head.
Oh yeah,
I
you have
realized
thoughts?
that the collective I was always trying to fit into wasn't as powerful as I had imagined. Understanding that gave me courage somehow. Perhaps one day I could be just like Alhaitham and not care about what anyone else thinks.
Aww.
You can do it. Paimon believes in you.
Thanks. Well, I should get going. I'm one of the primary suspects in the case, so I'll have to receive my due punishment. Can you keep this a secret from my parents and my sister? I just don't want them to worry.
Yeah, for
Also,
now.
Please apologize to Alhaitham for me. Goodbye, you two.
Goodbye, nerd.
All the test subjects have been taken away.
Thanks, Sino.
I'll have my subordinates seal the place, retrieve all documentation, and destroy the system. Are you two hurt? I brought bandages and hemostatics.
Aww.
Paimon's fine. Just a little tired.
Get some rest. Haitham is probably waiting for you at the entrance. Go see him when you're done here. Watch out for any of Siraj's associates who might still be in hiding. If you encounter anything you can't take care of, come find me at the academia.
Aww. Sino's such a good boy. He care.
Let's go meet up with Alhaitham.
Alrighty. Chest. I guess no chest voice there. Okay. Alright, anyways. Nope, there he is.
The matter's settled. We can return now. I actually thought it would have been settled sooner. This took much longer than I expected. Judging by your faces, it seems like you two still have some questions.
I'm curious.
I respect your curiosity, but I'm off the clock now, so I'm not going to field any questions.
Hey, we're not your colleagues!
You couldn't tell that was an excuse just now?
What? Are you kidding me? You're not leaving today until you explain what happened back at Siraj's secret base!
He's like, fine. He's just like, no.
Hold it right there!
Oh my god.
Are you done? Your behavior is reminding me of some other people.
Stop changing the subject!
Yeah?
It's too much of a hassle to explain everything from the top. You know what? Come with me.
Let's go.
Where to?
You'll know when we get there.
Yep. That's Alhaitham. You'll know when we get there. Sumeru City. Pride and Prejudice. Don't. Don't. I see that. I see this. I see it being called Pride and Prejudice. I actually do love Pride and Prejudice, specifically that one movie version from like, what was it, like 2005 or something? It's very good. It's very good. Alhaitham's house with our favorite gays.
Is this your home?
Yes.
What's with you all of a sudden? Being all polite and inviting us over?
There he is.
Ah, you're back. Quick, come help me see if this painting's all straightened. Huh? Who are they?
Stop making a fuss. They're obviously guests.
Obviously guests.
You're not from the academia, are you?
No. We're very much not. Can't you see that I'm blonde?
I'm unsure she's seen you before. You're that person from that time in that one place.
Wait,
Thanks.
What? How do you know me? Oh no, do people know that I live here?
What? You're embarrassed only now of all times?
Oh, you guys are roommates!
You guys are roommates!
Yes, we are, but keep that to yourselves. Please, don't tell anyone else.
I keep a few books on collectives and the subconscious here at home. I'll get them. You all chat in the meantime.
You have fun, smile. God.
Hey! You're leaving just like that? What's the deal, Alhaitham?
They're so pretty. And they're so gay. I love it.
Sorry, I know we've only just met, but I have to ask. Are you, you wouldn't happen to be actors that Alhaitham hired to pretend to be his friends, would you?
What?
Guess not. I've never seen him invite friends home before, so please excuse my surprise. You guys get it, right? You know, with his temperament and stuff.
They're just an old fucking couple and they're just bickering at each other constantly.
I wouldn't say friends exactly.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, we used to be, but we're not anymore.
Oh.
Don't worry about it. My name is Kaveh. I'm sorry to have met you under these circumstances. Anyway, please don't say anything about me living here.
You seem like you got a lot going on. So maybe Samora will make Paimon shut up.
Or I'll make Paimon shut up. Shut up.
How could you? Of course. You're all Haitham's friends.
What? That was a normal response. You exposed your own weakness.
Still, why do you have to treat me like he does?
Judging by the deafening din coming from the living room, you all must be getting along quite well.
Entertain your own friends, why don't you?
Kave's like, bitch.
I'll leave the books here.
Paimon's dizzy from reading. This is way too complicated. Why don't we just ask questions instead?
Why did you even want to do this in the first place?
How did you know about the collective consciousness's weakness?
A year ago, Siraj presented his thesis to the Grand Sage, who offhandedly asked for my opinion. I actually responded with 2 lines of reasoning. The first, as I've already said, was that his research was on human evolution, a subject prohibited by the academia. The second was that I thought the direction of his research was too extreme, but his approach too conservative.
Wait, that's too conservative? He built such a large lab, gathered all those people, and even tried to get rid of you!
Yeah.
One way to stabilize a collective consciousness is to remove the test subject's humanity altogether. The optimal solution to achieve collective consciousness is to focus solely on the overmind and treat the other test subjects as tools.
That's way too dangerous.
Why do you think it's not allowed to be studied?
Are you? 'Cause,
I'm merely stating the facts.
Nope.
If Siraj had done that, I would have felt his work to be just as senseless. It's impossible for any species to evolve overnight, and humans without their humanity cannot be called humans. That's why the academia prohibited research into human evolution. Most research of this kind tends to run contrary to evolution.
That makes sense.
Paimon gets it now.
Ha! That's rich coming from you. If humans aren't humans without their humanity, then you'll probably evolve into some other species in another decade, I wager.
Are you going to evolve into a fungus?
At least I'd be a fungus with empathy. Sorry for eavesdropping, but what happened to you guys? Are you in trouble?
I love them so much. Their dynamic is so good. They like want to cut each other's throats. It's hilarious.
Are you all okay?
Yeah, don't worry about it. We just have to be there. They had it out for Alhaitham, though.
So that's how things went. Such is life. If only he'd known, Alhaitham could have stayed indoors today, and the whole thing could have been avoided, right? Plus, he could have helped me with the housework for once. See those books? They've been sitting there waiting for someone to sort through them for an age. If you're not gonna read them, tidy them away. They don't belong there.
They're just an old married couple bickering at each other. They really are.
Feel the awkwardness in the air? I hope you're aware of your lack of conversational skills.
Oh, so the pot's calling the kettle black, is he? Well, having said
Oh my god, they're so good.
Are you okay?
I'm doing quite well. Much better than that painting you're trying to hang on the wall.
Damn. Damn.
You don't understand anything. Stop criticizing my taste in decoration.
You wear a feather in your hair. And like 20 bobby pins that are bright red.
Let's just get this over with and leave.
I blame your curiosity, Paimon.
You whisper very loudly.
Yeah, and?
Yeah, Paimon's been told that.
Do you have any more questions?
Let Paimon think. Oh, by the way, the other researchers apologized to you. They hope that you can forgive them.
I bear them no ill will. More accurately,
I don't care what they think about me. Yep.
To some extent, they were also fooled by Siraj. The Matra will take this into account at their trials.
Ilias also said that he wanted to tell us the truth at Gandharvaville, but he didn't have the courage.
Aww.
He apologized to you, too.
It doesn't matter. I never considered asking him to come forward with the truth. Judging from his experiences, he's more courageous than the average person. There's no need to lay even more criticism on him. Criticizing the brave only shows how weak you yourself are. I'm going for dinner in 10 minutes, so I'll field one last question.
Paimon doesn't have any more questions. How about you?
What are you actually interested in, Alhaitham? Like, what the fuck did you want to do with this?
Yeah, that's a good question. You only started investigating with the Matra at the Academia because you were interested in something, right? But after meeting Siraj, it didn't seem like you were interested in him or his experiment.
Is it we? Are you interested in what the fuck we
I had no
are?
interest in him personally, but I was curious as to why so many people were willing to form a collective consciousness with him. I now understand the reason.
Something to do with the current atmosphere of the Academia, I suppose.
Correct. The fall of the Sages and the shutdown of the Akasha terminals deeply affected the Academia. The fact that Siraj's project attracted so much interest despite not being approved speaks to the lack of research projects as of late. As the acting Grand Sage, I'll have to figure something out. In addition, what happened to Ilias is worth our attention. Reporting academic fraud was the right thing to do. He didn't deserve the outcome that he had received.
That is so true. He did not deserve to get bullied to death because he said someone was cheating.
I think minimum viable seriousness is a more apt description. I'll do my best to take care of this mess until my resignation is approved.
Wait, your resignation?
Yeah, he doesn't want to be the
I've
Great
already
Sage.
submitted my resignation to the Academia.
What do you mean,
Soon,
bruv? It's
I'll
almost
resign as the
done.
acting Grand Sage and go back to being its scribe. I don't think Siraj knew about that. If he had waited just a few more days before acting, I would have already resigned.
If you sent me a message, I didn't see it because I have Discord streamer mode on.
Even without my input, his unstable
Bruv.
mind collapsed for some other reason, so it makes
Look,
no difference.
I didn't expect this to take this long. But then again, it's a story quest. It takes usually like 2-ish hours.
Sage, nor do I want to be one. The official process to select the new sages is already underway. This process is
All I
long
know
and
is
takes
Alhaitham
far too
got
much
the
time.
frosted tips in
If I
his hair.
serve as acting Grand
I
Sage
love
for too
Alhaitham.
long,
He's such a bitch.
the
So's
position might
Kaveh,
become
his
permanent.
basically boyfriend.
That would be troublesome.
You missed it earlier. They're bickering like an old married couple.
He's only been here a week and he's already gay.
He's been here a lot more than a week. There's his boyfriend in the background.
Well, it's about time.
He has only been out
You
for like a
should grab
week.
some dinner as well.
Oh, now that you say that, Paimon's kind of hungry.
Paimon's always hungry.
We're gonna grab some yummies.
She really is. She's always hungry. She's like tiny and constantly floating, but she's always hungry.
Why is Paimon? What is?
Why is Paimon?
What does this thing mean?
I don't know.
All and floating and child.
I don't know. None of us know.
No one questions Paimon's existence or question why she's here.
The name Siraj doesn't ring
Oh,
a
I
bell.
didn't.
Was he in your
Interesting.
class?
I accidentally walked into this.
Oh God, it's Kevin.
He isn't someone who would leave an impression,
Kevin.
so it's expected that you don't remember him.
Yeah.
I've always had a hard time appreciating the way that the academia
and
pressures
Alhaitham.
people by labeling them
Kevin and
geniuses. But even so, the
algorithm.
academia
Kevin and
can't be left to
algorithm.
you.
Kevin and his algorithm.
Or perhaps I should say that I'm delighted to see that you have a base amount of self-awareness. If people in the academia haven't gone mad, they'd know that I'm much more suited to be a sage than you.
The fuck you are, Kaveh. The fuck you are.
Here as a sage will be as shaky as that painting.
Oh my
That's
god.
mighty rich coming from someone about to resign. In a few days, you'll be managing files again. You'll be back at rock bottom.
He didn't even want this as a position in the first place.
Wait, what?
Is he like strong or something? It's like super Ubers, and then people were like, you know
At least
what?
I don't have to be an architectural
You're the guy
designer
now.
who
He's
works
like,
himself
no, I
to
don't want to be
death
that.
just to get a
No,
smile
he's the genius and worked closest to Nahida. So that's why he gets to be acting Grand Sage. But he doesn't want to do this shit. He doesn't care.
And this is the thanks I get for it?
Didn't he?
I'd have been better off catching up on my work.
What'd you say?
I still
Didn't he
have
forget
designs
about
to
Nikita?
finish.
Make
No.
sure to pay back the rent you
He
owe
didn't
me.
forget about Nikita.
I'm going to buy some
Nahida, no. No one forgot about Nahida. Everyone forgot about Greater Lord Ruka Devada.
Ruka
Yeah, the really, really long name.
Having a boring wood carving in your house.
You'll have to blame that on my financial
Nikita's
freedom.
the Archon.
Yeah, that's the Archon.
Fine. Go ahead and hide behind your financial success.
I am upsetty spaghetti that I still couldn't do the Archon quest, but then again, I wouldn't have had time.
I think I'd have too many choices, to be honest.
I'm hoping after this it'll be unlocked, and that I don't have to do an extremely long world quest again.
Maybe you will. It'll be fine.
I probably will.
know the first thing about interior design.
Just sit there and be
Go
like,
off
you know what we
buying
need to
random
do again?
furniture unless you take me with you.
24 hours of
So I'll have to bring
dialogue.
you along and then
It's not
buy you
even
drinks.
dialogue, it's just stupid.
But why would I do that?
It's not even like
It would just
lore.
be another form
It's not even good. It's the what I'm talking about is the Anarara quest, where it's just these like weird little mushroom people that most people can't see. Like that's it. It's like super boring.
Not in debt is as ridiculous as pretending you're not living in someone else's home.
Yeah.
Word will get out sooner or later.
Literally, there's a little like area where it's giant shrooms and the little fairies all live there.
Tell them to keep all this a secret.
And then nobody knows.
There's no
what the
need to
hell's
hide
going
it
on.
so
Why is his
carefully.
eyes like that?
I think
though?
the truth's already out.
Which one?
You're such a
Oh, I-
lightweight that a few drinks
Why
of
they're like
Alhaitham had you spilling out your
two-toned
beans.
with a different color pupil?
Yeah,
No idea. I assume it's a design thing.
probably is that. Because then you look at Kevin over here, and he has like normal eyes.
They are red though,
Yeah, they are red, but they're normal.
so that's why they put me there, so that way I could witness that.
Siraj doesn't ring a bell.
Oh, why did it replay it? Oh no! Hold on.
Did you just do it again?
Yeah, I actually just started replaying it. Hold
Why is
on.
it replaying it? What the hell is this?
Academia can't be left to you. Or
Let-
perhaps I should say that
I'm mashing through it. Oops.
Put my
Old
salary
married
at
couple
At
bickering.
least I don't have to be an
can't even
architectural
skip it,
designer
that
who
sucks.
works himself to death.
I'm
just to
bashy
get
as
a
hard as I
smile
can.
from
I can kind of skip.
It's the same thing, though, right?
Yeah, it's the exact same thing.
back the rent you
Why?
owe me.
I don't know.
Are you trying to annoy me?
You'll have to blame that on my financial freedom.
Fine,
They really are.
Too many choices, to be honest.
They're such an old married couple. They're so gay, and they were roommates.
So I'll have to bring you
They are. They are actually, and I swear to God.
They're still roommates.
Yeah, they're still roommates, even though they want to kill each other most times.
That's pretty good.
Okay, I'm hitting S. Okay. Let me the fuck out of here. There, leave Alhaitham's house.
He's gonna leave Alhaitham.
Just run away and flee.
I don't need to be here anymore. I don't want to watch your
Well, now we know that this very specific house, even though it looks like all the rest, is Alhaitham's house.
the house Alhaitham lives in.
Yeah. Okay. So wait, did Archon? No. Okay. I think I'm gonna look it up. I think I have to do this stupid fucking bullshit again. Again, I say is I didn't even want to do it in the first place.
Talk to Alhaitham one more time when you start doing
I do love Alhaitham. I do like Kaveh. It's really fun. I like Genshin story. This was kind of fun, and I didn't even feel the need to skip it. It had a little bit of mystery and intrigue, and in the end, it's just like, Alhaitham's smart. You already know it. It's like, shit, you right. Okay.
If they utilize them correctly, that'd be great.
They have been. They have been.
That's all we need.
Yeah, he's good. He's always been a bit of an asshole. That's his whole character, is that he's a bit of an asshole. Just like you! For real!
For real. Can't believe you do this.
Listen. Get fucked up. Alright, I'm gonna call that it. Man, I hate that I've had to try this many times just to get to the Archon quest. To be like, where's my Archon quest? Because I know...
Archon quest, please!
We all know for a fact, like a goddamn fact, that this is not the current Archon quest. The Scaramouche stuff I did, that's not the current one. That was the previous update. I want the current one, and it just won't give it to me for some reason.
Oh, is there another Archon that is like...
No.
Nobody knows?
No. No, we're just trying to progress the story. The main story is all called Archon quests because they call story quests the character ones.
Oh.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, it's just a differential thing, which is why most times when I'm talking about it, I usually interchange Archon and story, but I never interchange story with anything else, because it's like, story is story. It still matters. You know how that be.
We need them. We need the story.
We do.
Keep people there.
That's why I play Genshin still. It's a really good story.
Refuses to put money into the game to play a story. Puts money into the game because I need my boys.
I didn't even refuse actually at first. I just was too grinding and too hardworking, and I didn't need to pay for a really long time.
And I know just the tune to accompany.
I already have what I need. I don't need more.
I have plenty now.
All of a sudden, new boy comes out and like, fuck, I need Ito.
Yeah. I do check for when new characters are out. As you can tell already. You could tell when there's going to be a new character if their NPC model actually looks like, someone that's not one of the random town NPCs.
Yeah. Because the town NPCs look like the town NPCs
in
every region.
Yeah. Literally, they just change, like, their clothes and sometimes the hairstyles a bit. But, like...
Well, that's the same fucking bland-ass guy's face from the last time.
Yeah, it's like, we've known since... I want to say 1.4, 1.5, that we were going to get Baiju as a playable character. Because he was, like, the only goddamn person in Liyue we hadn't, like, seen and knew was going to be playable. Because he's the dude with green hair and a snake and a dendrovision. And he works at a pharmacy. He's a doctor. And he keeps the little zombie girl with him.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've known for ages he's got to be playable at some point. He's still not playable.
He's still ain't playable.
Still not playable. And then all the stuff that happened with La Senora, where like, everyone thought, oh, all the Fatui have to be fucking playable if we got Child is playable, and they killed her, and everyone's like, oh no, now I have to question if this is actually gonna be a character we're gonna be able to play or not. But we all know in our guts we're gonna be able to play with Kaveh and Baiju. Because we have like no Dendro characters.
No Dendro.
That's just 2 more Dendro dudes to add to the list.
Isn't Dendro the fucking Nihilus?
Yeah. It's grass.
Grass power.
Grass power.
What the fuck does grass do anyway?
So you know how Animo does a bunch of reactions? Grass does more reactions.
Animo is just elements.
Yeah, Animo just literally infuses elements to where it's like basically constant pyro application is what I use it for. Like I'll put pyro into Animo and it'll basically just be doing pyro at the same time so I can use hydro on it for vaporize. Because I'm stinky. But what Dendro does is it takes it a step further and it just basically like if two elements let me pick. If Hydro and Dendro interact, they make Bloom, which is a little bomb that hurts you.
Oh.
So, like, it'll just do so many weird little things, but it'll just actually include Dendro into it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I do not have a full comprehensible understanding of Dendro because there's too much. It's too much.
It was already a lot. Now we have to do
It's
more.
not even already a lot. Like, beforehand, it wasn't that hard. It was literally like this element and this element. Bang! Wow, it does. Let's say fire, electro. Bang! It would do an explosion, you know, as real life would do it. But now it's just like, oh, if I put cryo with Dendro and electro, it's like,
Oh, now there's triples?
Actually, I don't think cryo works with it. If I put hydro, electro, and Dendro, that's what I mean. Because it'll do Bloom and whatever the electro one is. I forget what the electro one's called. I know the fire one's called Burgeon. Burgeon, because... Yeah, that's a fancy way of saying spreading fire. Yeah, it's like a fancy way of saying burning.
Higher burning.
Mm-hmm. But yeah.
This is super burn damage.
Super burn. Very burn damage. The thing is, because they already had the burning reaction, where it would be an NPC afflicts you with Dendro and then sets you on fire, you'd be burning. And it's like, yay.
Finally.
It didn't do shit.
Just like Shaquale O'Nale, I can freeze my enemies and then burn them to ash.
Okay, I'm gonna end the stream though. I swear I'll figure out what it takes to get onto the current Archon quest before the update ends. Like, literally. That's just what I've been trying to do this entire time, is I want to get this Archon quest done before the update ends. So that way I'm still not constantly behind on Archon quests.
I can't believe you would be so far behind.
Look, I get busy. You know I get busy.
I don't know, man. It sounds
I
like
swear.
you're a little lazy.
It sounds like I'm a very busy.
No, that can't be it.
I can't believe you.
People aren't busy. That's not real.
I swear. Okay, but I will end stream here. I hope you have a lovely and wonderful, loverful, yes, time of day, whether it be day or night. I still have a Twitter. It is still at Skies Vintage. I still have a YouTube. It is still linked in my Twitch profile, where archives have gone up. Like recently, I put in Big Run. The one day of Big Run I decided to record because I didn't play all 3 days because it was kind of pointless because it was Salmon Run for an entire day. And Salmon Run gets kind of boring. But yeah, that happened. That's up. Go ahead, check it out. See what happened. See how we did in Big Run. It was a time. I'm not the biggest fan of Big Run.
It existed.
It existed. There's going to be another Splatfest next month in February. Me and my homies will be streaming again. And I'll be on Team Milk Chocolate.
Milk chocolate?
Yeah, it's, the theme is what's the best chocolate? Dark, milk, or white? And... yeah, it's milk chocolate. Fuck you. No. I'll fight you.
Alright. Whose teams is whose? Who's Shiver, Fry, and
if I recall correctly, it's Shiver is dark, Fry is milk, and Big Man is white.
What? White chocolate isn't chocolate.
Yeah. Listen, man, it's a 3-way battle now. They have to come up with more than just, like, you know, one or the other, as they did in previous games. They have to think more.
I know. But
Yeah.
dark chocolate's chocolate.
Yeah, and
milk chocolate is light chocolate.
yeah, chocolate,
It's
Lite,
good,
yeah.
But I like dark chocolate better.
Well, Lucky for you, you don't even have 3, so you can't even compete with me on this one. Ha.
Right. I can't compete. I don't have the game.
No, you don't, so I win. Milk Chocolate's gonna win. And I will just be ending it here. I'll be calling it. So thank you all so much for joining. Thanks for popping in, who didn't be a little shit. What are you talking about? And thanks to Eddie, who was popped in earlier, who entertained while I had to go get laundry. And so I'll be back next time doing what I haven't decided. So I'll tweet out when I decide and what I decide. And you'll just see, yeah, just have to see, because even I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. So I hope you have a great time. Goodbye!